Look at these children laughing, while you still can, because a new war is likely to start here in southern Sudan. And it'll be a brutal war, probably costing more lives than the genocide in Darfur. Two armies are facing off in this dusty little town of Abyei. If fighting breaks out, then all Sudan may explode. If fighting does break out in Abyei, then does it spread across all of the north-south divide?
I swear and I believe if one bullet in Abyei, that will be the end of the peace.
War between the Christians and animists in the south and the Arab Muslims from the north ended. 2 million lives had been lost. Now the north is breaking its promises under the treaty. It's hard to find a poorer place in the world than South Sudan. It's poorer here than in Darfur. Yet people are getting rich from South Sudan. That's because 3/4 of the oil in Sudan is in the south. But the money is going to the Arab government in the north, and that's a strong reason why there's going to be a fight. I walked through the markets that were being choked by the blockade of the road. Fuel and food are running out. Merchants complain bitterly about being unable to get new supplies. Someone bring fuel in from the south?
There is no way to bring fuel from south.
The UN is here, but its force is basically trapped in its compound. Neither the South nor the North will let the UN patrol in their territory. We've flown from Abyei over the oil fields, which are a source of some dispute, and now we've come to the Nuba Mountains, which have long been a source of tension between North and South Sudan. When people say that the fighting will expand, they mean that the war will return to places like this. The Nuba Mountains are technically in the north, but the people here side with the south. They cast a wary eye at the looming showdown in Abyei. A fight in Abyei means that the government in Khartoum will send its armies and militias after the SPLA rebels and civilians everywhere in South Sudan. Will the fighting basically be in the south of the demarcation line, in Juba and all so on, or will it be, also up in Nuba and the Blue Nile and all over?
Well, SPLA, wherever it is.
Wherever the SPLA is.
There will be fighting.
So including areas well north of the line?
Definitely. And it will not be a war of before.
How will it be different?
It will be a war in the towns, where the bosses are. So it will not be good for both sides.
The Arab government in Khartoum used scorched earth policies similar to those it has applied in Darfur. Now they've evolved those tactics in Darfur, and they're ready to unleash them here, again. People here are struggling to hold on to the peace. They're trying to learn skills to live a better life. After decades of war, they hope to create a real country, a real place to raise their children. But I'm pessimistic about the future here. I'm pessimistic because I've seen how the government in Khartoum behaves and how much it wants oil. Sudan's critics, me included, may have focused so much on Darfur that we took the spotlight off Khartoum's intransigence in the south. One of the lessons from Darfur is the need to act early. It is much easier to avert genocide ahead of time than to stop one that has already begun. In South Sudan, for the New York Times, I'm Kristof.